Hey everybody, welcome back to Nurse Love Addiction. Last time summer vacation ended, we have come back to school and we're in the middle of our second day of hospital training. Unfortunately, we were greeted with some bad news that Yuki had died. Led by Miss Shionogi, I returned to the nurse station. The chief seems to have left and there's no sign of her in the nurse station.
分かってると思うけど、会心があるからあまり時間は割けないわ。はい。
Miss Sakia is watching me with a firm gaze.
ショックを受けるなとは言わない。人が亡くなっているんだから。でも、そんな顔で患者さんの前に顔は出させられないわ。しっかりしてもらわないと。すみません。あなた、ユキちゃんとメールのやり取りしていたのよね。
Oh, she knows. I give a nod. The subject line of her text had always been to the Jellyfish Club manager, and we had exchanged many texts. It had pained me to read some of Yuki's texts, while others had been a source of encouragement. And so I had been looking forward to seeing her so much.
楽しみだったんだ。ユキちゃんに会えるの。メールについては主任も理解していたわ。
Uh-oh.
その上で学校で学んでいるならわざわざ言うまでもないことだし、ここで私もあなたに言ったけれど、彼女のような患者さんは他にも何人もいる。はい、分かってます。前回あなたたちが病院実習に来た後、亡くなった方も彼女一人じゃない。はい。でも私たちは毎日病気や怪我と戦っている患者さんと笑顔で接しないといけない。はい。
Everything Miss Shionogi says is correct, and I nod.
分かってます。看護師は患者さんに尊敬の念を持って接しないといけない。それも公平に、分け隔てなく誰か一人を特別扱いしないで。看護総合論の授業で一番最初に先生から教わってて。
Miss Shionogi silently listens to me speak.
分かってますから。
I know what is expected of me as a nurse, or at least as an aspiring nurse.
すみません。何？
Aww.
私泣きます。
Go ahead and cry, Asuka. Don't shut yourself off from this. I can't stop myself. I can't stop the tears that fall, or my shoulders that tremble.
アスカ、泣くなとは言わない。だけど悪いけど長く時間はあげられないわ。早く気持ちを切り替えてトイレで顔でも洗ってしゃっきりしてきてちょうだい。これ以上遅らせられないから私は先に病室を回っているわ。はい。
Oh, I feel so bad. But I have no idea how nurses and doctors do it. Honestly, I'd be a mess too. I wouldn't be able to come back. I'd be like, I'm out. I quit. I'm too soft for this. I go to the bathroom and wash my face with cold water over and over again. I wipe my face with the towel and step out into the hallway. Miss Sakia is waiting there for me. She should have gone with Miss Shionogi.
Sakuya-san.
No, you're in this together, remember? That's what Miss Sakia said the other night. Well, how long ago was that now? Either way, she had said that to us.
どう？落ち着けた？大丈夫。いや、大丈夫じゃないけど。でも、大丈夫。
I love Asuka's honesty. It is wonderful. I know I've already said that, but I cannot emphasize it enough. Her honesty is very refreshing.
私なら。え？家に帰ってから泣くわ。実習中は絶対に泣いたりしないけれど。
Alright, well, it's not a competition, Sakuya.
そうだよね。ごめん。
I apologize.
心を通わせた患者さんが亡くなれば、泣くのは私も同じよ。いいえ、誰でも。そっか。
She's probably trying to cheer me up, trying to tell me that she understands how I feel. I take a short but deep breath.
さくやさん、塩野義さんのとこ行こう。遅くなっちゃう。え、そうね。
During my short lunch break, I make my way to the hospital room Yuki was in. There's a different name on the door label. I stand dazed in front of the door.
アスカちゃんってきっといい看護師になると思うな。本当になれるかな、ユキちゃん。
I cry a little more. Of course, I'm certain the chief heard about my crying, but she said nothing to me. I had been worried about whether I'd be able to do bed making and simple bathing properly, but I surprised myself by accomplishing it with no mistakes. After our training finishes, in the end, the chief addresses us trainees at the nurse station.
皆さんよく頑張ってくれました。これからもしっかりお願いします。
She looks each of us in the eye. She looks me in the eye.
看護師になるってどういうことなんだろう。
Still not knowing, I think back to Yuki in her hospital room. To the Jellyfish Club manager. That night, I gaze absent-mindedly at the mail screen on my smartphone. The subject line of each of Yuki's texts is the same. She probably took a liking to the Jellyfish Club story.
ねえ、なおちゃん。何？患者さんとメールアドレスとか交換しちゃダメって話、本当そうだよね。
Now, who had been writing a report at the study desk, turns towards me.
だね。でも、後悔してないや、私。そっか。お姉ちゃん、なおもよかったと思うよ。ありがとう。
The night is quiet and melancholy. Still, we nursing students are not given much time to dwell in sentiment. Pathology class.
今日は前回の授業でやった iPS 細胞による妊娠に関する小テストやるよ。今から20分自習して、それからテストね。はい、自習開始。
I think everyone goes through something like this, where we grow up and find maybe our elementary school notebook or our kindergarten drawing book, and then we rediscover our incredulous dreams of what we're gonna be when we grow up that we'd long forgotten about. And we say to ourselves, what was I thinking back then? Things like becoming the president or a Ghostbuster. Actually, those are better ones. Sometimes you see kids who say they want to be a cabbage or a dump truck. I've seen that one before. Yeah, you thought you were going to become a vegetable. And for me, I had written in my picture book, the girl who chased stars, that I would become a nurse. That is the reason why I'm here right now.
そうなんだけど。
Asuka, you are filled with so much existential dread, and I love it. But there is a reason why I'm thinking back to the things I had thought on my first day of school. If I said that I wanted to reconfirm my starting point, it would be completely untrue. No, this is nothing that cool.
なおちゃんや。何お姉ちゃん。看護師になるのと大統領になるのって
I don't
難しい
know.
のかな。
I mean, apparently you can be completely unqualified and be the president, so maybe a nurse.
複雑な問題だね。それは。
Now responds questioningly as I ask her without taking my eyes off the textbook.
難しいと思えば何だって難しくなるわ。気の持ちようよ。
Miss Sakia says coolly from the seat behind.
そうそう。
Miss Itsuki says from the seat next to Miss Sakia.
でも簡単って思ったからって実際に簡単にはならないのがリアル。
It depends. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. It depends, I think, on situation.
リアルだ。余計なことは言わない、いつき。
Yeah, she was trying to cheer us up. Stay out of it. This is something that I had heard later. During the hospital training we had the other day, Miss Sakio was also informed that one of the patients she had talked to a lot during the previous training session had died as well. Concerning this, Miss Sakia had said nothing, and I asked nothing.
どう思ったのかな、咲夜さん。
A part of me wants to ask her, but it's not something for me to just drop into the conversation.
すみません、授業中失礼します。
Saying this, Miss O'Hara enters the classroom just around the time that the 20 minutes of private study is about to be over. Our teacher has a stern expression on her face.
先生？
Miss O'Hara looks towards me. No, not towards me.
武田さん。
Uh-oh. She calls out to Miss Sakia behind me.
はい。私ですか？ええ。ご実家から連絡があったわ。お母様が倒れられたそうよ。
Oh, this music makes me so stressed out.
だからすぐ帰らせるようにと。
It's like music I'd expect in like some crazy like sci-fi horror film. It just freaks me the fuck out. Like the aliens are coming or something. A murmur ripples through the classroom. Eyes turn towards Miss Sakia.
わかりました。すぐに行きます。いつき、あとはお願い。オッケー、任された。
Miss Sakia's voice sounds calm, and Miss Itsuki doesn't seem to have reacted much either.
咲夜さん。
Yeah, I'm guessing her mother collapsing is probably a regular occurrence.
大したことではないわ。先生、授業中ですが、失礼します。わかった。行きなさい。
Receiving the teacher's approval, Miss Sakia takes her bags and strides out of the classroom.
大したことないって。
All I can do is watch Miss Sakia's back as she walks towards Miss O'Hara.
姫、こっちはどうする？
Miss Sakia turns around in response to Miss Itsuki's words, but instead of looking at Miss Itsuki, she gazes at me. Then she replies to Miss Itsuki.
話して構わないわ。おかしな気遣いをされても困るし。了解。それと、学校でその呼び方はやめなさい。
Never misses an opportunity to call Itsuki out on that. After Miss Sakia says this in her usual voice, she leaves the classroom with Miss O'Hara. But murmurs still continue to fill the classroom.
では自習終了ね。小テスト始めるよ。
Cries of dismay can be heard throughout the classroom.
寮戻ったら話す。昨夜、今日は帰ってこないから。
Yes, I wonder if that has to do with Sakia's family
親が
baggage.
高齢になってできた子供なんだ。
Nao and I have been invited to Miss Itsuki's room. We'd gone to her room once to leave our stuff there, and as soon as we entered her room, she had begun talking. Her tone seems to indicate no sense of concern.
これって50歳の頃って聞いてる。だから今は70前か。
That is old.
なおちゃん、うちのおばあちゃんが生きてたら。小学5年の秋に65で亡くなってるから74歳。おばあちゃんと変わらない。そういうことだから体にはガタが来てるんだ。倒れ
Oops, sorry, trigger finger. Miss Itsuki speaks in a dry voice, probably on purpose.
咲夜さん、心配だよね。うん。そういう簡単な話じゃない。ただ心配してるなら高齢の親を置いて全寮制の学校に進学なんてしないだろ。看護学校には全寮制じゃなくていい学校もいくらでもあるんだしさ。うまくいってないんだ、咲夜と親。ま、親は咲夜を管理したがって咲夜はそれに反発してて、看護師を目指すのも反対されてた。
Miss Sakia's words remind me of our encounter at the stairway on our first day of school. Wait, Miss Sakia's words or Itsuki's words?
私の家の事情で学校に来るのが遅れたのよ。
So this was the thing I thought she wouldn't tell me even if I asked.
遅くにできた子供だから可愛くて仕方ないってことなのかな。さあね、そこまでは私も。いつきさん、さっきから話片親しか出てきてない気がするけど。大幸妹、鋭い。そうさ、もう片方は私らが幼い頃に亡くなってる。
So she only has her mother.
そうなんだ。
Hearing this, I can get a sense of why Miss Sakia's mother would be protective of her.
分かってると思うけど。昨夜、詮索や気遣いされないために話していいって言ったんだぜ。そこんとこ組んでやってよね。
The next morning on our way to school, we run into Miss Sakia and Miss Itsuki.
おはよう、アスカ、ナオ。おはよう、咲夜さん。おはよう、もう帰ってたんだ。始発で帰ってきたわ。それから、樹に昨日の授業のノートを見せてもらって。叩き起こされた。ただでさえ睡眠時間短いのに。ゲームのしすぎよ。どうせ私がいないからって遅くまで。そうなんだ。さすがに私も眠いわね。
Miss Sakia lets out a small yawn. Partly due to what I heard yesterday, I can't stop myself from staring at Miss Sakia.
何？アスカ。
Miss Sakia is nothing but her usual self. It must have been hard. Are you all right? Such words nearly leave my lips, but I remember Miss Itsuki's words. She doesn't want you to pry or feel sorry for her. So instead I end up mumbling and then panicking slightly at how unnatural I sound. That's not new. That's normal.
咲夜さんのあくび初めて見た。
Oh, Asuka. Great deflection. Great deflection. Just embrace it, Sakia. Just take the compliment. Miss Sakia's face is bright red. What a rare sight.
やるね、なけこ。あくび姿は咲夜姫三大萌えポイントの一つ。やめなさい。 あとの2つってなんだろう。
I know, I wonder too. Actually, I don't know if I want to know. Not yet, at
気に
least.
なる。ないわ、そんなもの。バカな話はやめて。
The morning is turning around to being a normal or even slightly more lively than normal morning. Yes, I think to myself, this is how it should be.
白衣性愛情依存症。
During morning homeroom, there's an announcement from Miss O'Hara.
来週2年生の待望式が行われますが、皆さん1年生もそれに立ち会います。
Now, I believe we did get some info on the capping ceremony, correct? Something about it being really... Well, we know it's defining for these girls because it's their graduation, but God, I can't remember what Asuka's observations were about it, or were they Sakia's observations? I think they were Asuka's observations, and then she talks about it with Sakia, but something about the nurses not looking happy, or something like that, them looking drained. Someone remind me. It's been too long since that first couple videos. Murmurs filled the
場
classroom.
所は講堂。皆さんは実習着で参加してもらいます。2年生の大事なセレモニーであると同時に、来年は皆さんが行うことですからね。真摯な気持ちで臨んでください。詳細に関しては、
The capping ceremony. I had seen a picture in the Tato Nursing Academy brochure, but this will be my first time to actually see it for real. Even though we'll just be observing, the thought of it still makes my heart pound.
いいなあ。ナースキャップにキャンドルサービス。
This is the largest event at the Nursing Academy, possibly bigger than even the graduation ceremony. In the dim auditorium, having your teacher place your nurse's cap on you, standing in line with a single candle in your hand, reciting the Nightingale Pledge together. Next year, I will be standing there.
入れたらいいけど、どうだろうか。
That's always a weird thought. When you kind of like see your future self reflected in someone who's quote unquote more ahead of you. And it's like, I'm gonna be there this time next year or in the next couple years. What's that gonna feel like? I can't even imagine it. Yeah.
ナースキャップにもキャンドルサービスにもきちんと意味があります。大幸あすかさん、わかり？わかりません。来年は自分たちの番ですから覚えておいてくださいね。純白のナースキャップは清潔さを、ナイチンゲールが夜間手にして巡回していたキャンドルは分け隔てなく明かりを投げかける誠実さを。どちらも看護師にとって大事なことを象徴しているんです。
Purity. How's purity important to being a nurse? I moved. All I had considered until now was that the candles seemed pretty cool. Oh,
デートカー
Asuka.
ドのパンフレットにも書いてあったわ。読んでいないの？
No, no, no. The candles looked really cool, Sakia. Why read?
すみません。
Even if the ceremony isn't for us, as it draws closer, the more nervous I get. The capping ceremony is just that important. One of the things that you realize at the capping ceremony when you actually attend.
注意。
Yes, the capping ceremony is hot. The auditorium doors and windows, of course, are closed, and the air conditioning has been turned off to prevent the terrible situation of candles from being blown out. Would air conditioning really threaten the blowing out of candles? I feel like that wouldn't be a problem. The auditorium is filled with trapped, stuffy heat.
アスカ、静かに。ごめん。
The principal is standing on the podium along with several other teachers. Miss O'Hara is also standing at the corner of the podium, reading the names of the second years. In front of the podium stand the second year students, and behind that, we first years. The names of the second years are called individually, and they go to stand on top of the podium.
お姉ちゃん、これ。
From my right, now hands me a handkerchief.
ありがとう。空調聞いてないから蒸すね。
I wipe my sweat with her handkerchief and then go back to watching the capping ceremony as it unfolds. One by one, the second years walk up onto the podium. The principal places a nurse's cap on their heads. Then they take a single candle and walk up to the candle held by the statue of Nightingale. They light their own candle and walk to the back of the podium to stand in a row. They walk unadorned and solemnly.
きれい。
The countless floating candles light up the podium as I hear Miss O'Hara's voice reading the names. It touches my heart. I peek a glance at Miss Sakia's profile on my left and Miss Itsuki's next to hers. Miss Itsuki's expression is relaxed. Miss Sakia is composed and dignified. I cannot read anything from their faces as they gaze towards the podium. I turn my eyes towards the podium as well. The second years standing in a line appear solemn and show no sign of merriment.
来年は私もあそこに。
That was it, right? Asuka remembered that from the brochure, that the girls, the women, looked like they weren't exactly happy. They kind of just looked, at least how I interpreted, they probably just looked drained and tired. Because after a program as strenuous as this, I imagine you would be. I try to imagine it, but cannot seem to. I cannot imagine myself in this far-off world of stars. Miss O'Hara reads the last name, and silence falls in the auditorium. Then, Miss O'Hara's soft, solemn voice begins to flow again.
ナイチンゲール聖使。
The Nightingale Pledge. We first years have also received the text and an explanation from Miss O'Hara. It is a pledge based on the spirit and teachings of Florence Nightingale, who is the founder of modern nursing. It's quite long, but for the capping ceremony, you have to memorize all of it by heart. The second years on the podium recite the Nightingale Pledge in unison. Mixed within the voices of the second years, I can faintly hear the sound of Miss Itsuki's voice from next to Miss Sakia. It's almost like a whisper.
我はここに集いたる人々の前に、厳かに神に誓わん。
Miss Itsuki has memorized it. I do remember her saying that it was easy to remember.
我が生涯を清く過ごし、我が務めを忠実に尽くさんことを。
Miss Sakia says nothing to stop her.
我はすべて毒あるもの、害あるものを断ち。
The second year's pledge and Miss Itsuki's voice. By the time I realize it, tears are falling from my eyes. Of course, afterwards, Miss Itsuki makes fun of me for this, saying, "Why are you, of all people, crying?" I keep it a secret that I had been thinking about Yuki.
白衣性愛情依存症。秋めいてきたね。
Oh, that's a cute new outfit. I definitely like it better than what she usually wears. Yeah, I like it. The color, the colors. Very nice now. I like that her little ribbon matches her little pigtail ties. That's cute. Now says as she gazes out of the window. Do we all get new outfits? Yes. Because it's autumn, so we have autumn wardrobes, right? I'm so stoked. I kind of like Asuka's outfit better too. It looks less like pajamas and more like something you might actually wear out in public. Though I don't know this little top why only have the top button buttoned? Oh my god, they're little stars too. That's so fitting. Very nice. I agree as I drink the hot tea now has made. Right, I can imagine Asuka with the hot tea. Next thing you know, she's just gonna be like, yosh, and have to sit up like a real Japanese old woman would. Really, that would complete the picture. You're getting way into this, Asuka, right? We make idle chat on a holiday afternoon in autumn. Now smiles sheepishly with the autumn night sky behind her. There seems to almost be some special meaning behind her words. A contemplative expression crosses my face as I think it over a little before saying, yeah, right. You're in nursing school. This is my sincere wish, as ever since being admitted into the academy, everything has been hectic. Now laughs a little. I say once again, deadly serious. I don't even get the point of having a school festival. Like, at a nursing school. I mean, wouldn't it be... To me, it just kind of seems kind of, like, pointless. Wouldn't you just want the time to better train your students? I understand the purpose of a school festival when you're a teenager and you're still a child. But this is interesting. I say, disheartened. I guess you should just be thankful that you're gonna... Well, no, because you don't get a break from your studies. You just get more stress. Yeah, that sucks. It's kind of like self-defeating. Now says, tilting her head dubiously. An autumn night. Watching the starry sky, I fall asleep, even as I wish to the stars for peaceful days. The next morning. I like Itsuki. I like these, so far these autumn outfits are a lot, I like them a lot better. We meet Miss Itsuki in front of the dorm. Yes, I want to see her autumn outfit. Maybe there was something she had to do. Uh-oh. sudden storm.
そうなんだ。
Miss Sakia and Miss Itsuki had a fight?
あれ、ゆうべ声そっちまで聞こえ
Oh
なかった。
god.
結構な怒鳴り合いだったんだけど。聞こえないよ。聞こえたら飛んでってるもん。
Not that I could have done anything, but still.
あれっていうか、喧嘩なんてありえないって前。
I remember her saying something like that.
ああ、そうさ。言ったよ。普通の喧嘩はね。はい。だから言ったでしょ。大喧嘩だって。ただの喧嘩と大喧嘩は別。
Miss Itsuki speaks in her usual casual, nonchalant tone. I don't know how to reply to her.
何が原因で？秋だからかね。いやいや、意味わかんねえ。
Language.
お姉ちゃん、言葉遣い。ほら、女心と秋の空って言うじゃん。それっしょ多分。
Do they say that? Who's this they? I've never heard that before. And what does that even mean? For some reason, there's a smug look on Miss Itsuki's face. Well, so she pretty much has no intention of telling. But a huge fight?
咲夜さんって怒ったらどんな風になるんだろう。
Yeah, I wonder who was doing the shouting, because it could have been both of them. But it's really hard for me to see someone like Miss Itsuki get so angry she'd be yelling. I mean, we certainly know she's capable of aggressive behaviors. And as far as Sakia goes, anytime she's been like upset with us, she just kind of gives us a look and scolds us. So I wonder who was shouting and what the shouting was about. And yeah, what's Sakia like when she really gets mad? What's Itsuki like when she really gets mad? That's important to me, because if I'm gonna go on the Sakia route, I need to know.
すげえぜ。ドロップキックかましてくるから。
Or she'll grab a pair of scissors and stab you.
お嬢様レスラー。
That is, to be fair, that is pretty cool. Did she really bring out the drop kicks?
多分しないよ、お姉ちゃん。
It's a great image in my head, though. I would love to see it. Don't ruin the fantasy now.
嘘。
Damn it. I didn't want it to be
だよ
joke.
ね。ちょっとワクワクしちゃった。
Yeah.
まあなんていうか、怒った時の咲夜は超可愛いって感じ？ああ、三大なんとか。萌えポイント。身を削らないと見れないんだけどさ。
Seeing how much fun Miss Itsuki seems to be having, I begin to think that it may have not been anything too bad. I consider this, but even as I think I'm sticking my nose in other people's business, I speak.
ちゃんと仲直りした方がいいよ。余計なお世話。
I knew she'd say that.
てか、あんたにだけは言われたくないね。
Wow. There's irony in her voice. Why? I think to myself, but it's probably because...
バカだからか。死刑だ。
Oh... I don't know. Sakyo might actually be the only ones whose autumn outfit I don't prefer. It doesn't look bad, mind you. I think I liked her other dress better, though. Of course. It just had to be her outfit would be the one I don't prefer. Arriving in the classroom, Miss Sakia is there.
おはよう。おはよう、いつき。
Well, they seem pleasant enough. Like, they might be over it, or just painfully shoving the issue into the corner and putting up a facade. That's always possible. Miss Sakia closes her open textbook. The two of them greet each other as if nothing had happened, and Miss Itsuki sits down next to Miss Sakia as usual. Misaki says nothing.
おはよう、アスカ、ナオ。おはよう、サクヤさん。おはよう。今日は早かったんだね。早くに目が覚めてしまっただけよ。
Misaki says curtly, I guess you could say she's her usual self. We sit in the seats in front of them. In front of us, Machi and Michi sit next to each other.
おはよう。
Oh, the sisters have got the harmonizing going on this morning. In response to their perfectly harmonized greeting, we sisters greet them in unison as well. A regular morning.
ゆうべ、ゴーハラなことがあったからかしらね。
Hearing the voice behind me, a shiver runs down my spine. Spiteful?
そりゃ大変だ。二人、何かあったの？いや。
As the two of them are the focus of attention on a daily basis, there's a nervous energy surrounding the other girls, including myself, who observe them, creating a tension within the classroom. My stomach hurts. The door opens and Miss O'Hara walks in.
皆さん、おはようござ。どうしました？
Wow, the tension is that palpable, huh? Miss O'Hara seems bewildered by the odd tension in the air. Flustered, she says.
やだ。今日何か大事なテストがあったかしら？
No, that isn't it, Miss O'Hara. With the odd tension remaining, time passes until finally school ends.
喫茶店。
A
学習
cafe?
発表。
With the training equipment between us, Miss Sakia and I face off against each other. Is this some new music? I like it. It's very, like, I challenge you.
なぜカフェにこだわるの？意味がわからないわ。学習発表こそ、そんなの文化祭でわざわざやんなくても。
Oh, this is for school festival stuff. Yeah, to be fair, the cafe sounds way more fun than a study presentation.
看護のことを知ってもらういい機会でしょ？
But do outsiders really need to know more about nursing? Like, when I think of nursing as a profession, it's not something that I think of that really needs a lot of public outreach. I mean, unless you want to, like, attract people who might want to be nurses themselves, but other than that. Miss Sakia shows no signs of backing down, but I don't give in either.
文化祭はお祭りなんだよ。祭りにはセレモニーという意味もあるわ。むしろパーティーとしか理解しない方が不純よ。恥を知りなさい。恥ってひどい。
What exactly are Miss Sakia and I arguing about? Well, it's about what our attraction will be for the annual school festival. Apparently, due to how busy the second and third year students are with studying and training at Tato Nursing Academy, the first years are given the responsibility of making preparations for the annual school festival. Instead of our entire class coming up with one attraction, the various work groups will, in fact, have to come up with one attraction each. When more help is needed, it is possible to collaborate between groups, but every year, just amongst the first years, about 7 to 8 attractions are usually created. Apparently, there have been nurse uniform fashion shows where various brands of white uniforms are worn.
それも興味あるけど。
And so,
文化祭といえばカフェだよね、なおちゃん。そういうのもあるのかな。
though a study presentation can serve a double purpose, it could help you keep up with your studies as a nurse and make an attraction for the festival. But it would probably be less fun than a cafe.
私は聞いたことがないわ。到底まっとうな考えには思えないわね。
It had started after school, while we had been doing group work practicing our basic nursing training.
文化祭では喫茶店がやりたいね。
From this casual comment, my conflict with Miss Sakia had begun.
だいたいアスカが言っているのはお遊び感覚のカフェでしょ。そんなことをするのは高校生までにして。看護学生である私たちがすることじゃないわ。
To be fair, I don't think nursing students do school festivals generally, so you might as well just embrace it and do the cafe. I received repeated blows to my self-esteem.
だがここは引けない。学習発表なんてまっぴらだ。アスカちゃん押されてる。
The two easygoing friends chime in. Easy for them to say. Damn it. I cast a glance towards Miss Itsuki and see her gazing outside the window and yawning. For the whole of today, other than their morning greetings and the bare minimum of communication, Miss Sakia and Miss Itsuki have not conversed at all. It's not like they're usually lovey-dovey or anything, so it doesn't feel exactly odd, but still, it's not normal.
いつきさん。はい、反論はなし。では、私たちのグループは学外からの来客に向けた学習発表で。わあ、またまた、違くて。
I hurriedly interrupt. Miss Sakia looks exasperated.
まあ、急いで今決める必要はないんじゃないかな。また話し合うとか。あまり時間がないけれど。そうね。
Doesn't sound like anyone else has given their opinion on what they want to do. I somehow managed to stand my ground. That was dangerous.
アスカ。
Miss Sakia says, looking at me.
私たちのことなら心配いらないわ。
Aww.
だから立ち入らないで。
She knows we're worried. That's nice. That's sweet. Her voice is surprisingly gentle, and I cannot say anything in response. Returning to our dorm, we do our homework in silence until dinner time. Silence. Silence.
お姉ちゃん、全然手動いてないよ。
I had merely been looking at my homework and spacing off.
ごめん。昨夜さんといつきさんのこと？
Now also pauses her hand and looks towards me.
いやー、まあその、気になってるんだ。なおちゃんはどう思う？なおは放っておけばいいと思う。
Yes, best not to get involved in their problems, their affairs.
おお、クール。心配じゃないんだ。心配だよ。そうなの？二人のことが気がかりで、お姉ちゃんがお勉強に集中できなくなっちゃうのが心配。
Classic now. Just worried about us and our studying.
あいたたた。
Now his words cut me.
なおはお姉ちゃんしか大事じゃないから。
See, that would be really sweet if I wasn't already a little concerned about what you mean by important and thinking it's not very sisterly. Now has a serious look on her face. Am I just imagining it?
なおちゃん、ひょっとして怒ってる？ちょっとね。怒ってるっていうか、 焼きもちかな。なお、心が狭いから。そんなことないやんか。
In my surprise, my words come out a little weird. Along with my surprise, I recall something. The night before summer vacation, when the four of us had gone to karaoke.
お姉ちゃん、
Oh, that's
さくらさん
right.
のことが好きなの。
That's what you recall, but you don't recall the time when Now, like, pulled you down, tried to, like, get you to kiss her while you lied on top of her? I mean, that's practically what happened.
なお、応援するよ。
Oh, no. You're so sweet, but you're also my sister. I can't seem to connect the now of then to the now of now. Or maybe inside Now's mind, they're connected. That being said, I have an aversion to bringing up that conversation
ほ
now.
ら、帝都看護のオープンキャンパスの時、お姉ちゃんが風邪ひいて行けなかった。あ、うん、それが
Now I was talking about the Tato Nursing Academy's open campus, held in the winter of our third year of high school. Now and I were supposed to go together, but I wasn't able to because I had caught a cold. Now ended up going alone. I remember Now telling me everything she had learned when she came home.
なんで今その話するんだろう。その時ね、咲夜さんと五木さんも来てたんだ。え、そうなんだ。見かけたくらいだったけどね。向こうはこっちのこと全然気にしてなかったし、二人すごい目立ってたよ。わかる気がする。同じ学校に入って同じクラスで学んだら、お姉ちゃん二人のどっちか好きになっちゃうんじゃないかなって思った。
Well, Now, you're not wrong.
お姉ちゃん面食いだし。そんなことないよ。あるよ。ずっと一緒にいる妹の目を舐めないでください。
Now smiles mischievously. I guess she's right, although I hadn't been aware of it.
面食い。まあミーハーではありますが。
To be fair, aren't most people a sucker for good looks? I mean, when someone's easy on the eyes, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
そういうことです。なんか恥ずかしいな。
As my cheeks turn red, Now suddenly seems to relax her shoulders.
覚えててね、お姉ちゃん。なおはお姉ちゃんの特効薬で、スイートシスターで。
Sweet sister. That makes me laugh just because I know there's a title of like a book, and you can probably look it up on Amazon. I'm not sure how old it is, but it's called like Sweet Sisters or Sister Sweet or something like that, and it is like some incest lesbian story, and it's that's what I think of when I see Sweet Sister.
お姉ちゃんのことが好きなんだよ。好きなんだよ。
God, can we open a window in here? It's getting a little warm. As Now says this, her expression, her eyes, they mirror that day. Yeah, this.
なんて。
In that case, I'd love her, but
なおちゃん、その好きって。
it's...
いけない。
Now suddenly raises her voice and I blink my eyes.
もうこんな時間。お姉ちゃん、夕ご飯の準備するね。下ごしらえは済んでるから。
Now stands up and strides over to the kitchen. I look at the clock. It's a little before 8 p.m. A surprising amount of time has passed. I can hear the sound of Now opening the refrigerator.
なおちゃん、
I stare blankly towards the kitchen.
なおちゃんはいい妹で私はダメなお姉さん。二人は仲良し姉妹で。
Could the day come? Could the day come when we become more than that? But something like that.
想像できないよ。
Whew, yeah. Yeah, that's a hard thing to imagine. Alright. Next time, we will find out what happens next time. Whether we get this school festival attraction planned, whether it's going to be study preparation or the cafe, I don't know. Find out about Itsuki and Sakya's relationship problems. I'm sure that's going to come back. And maybe for once, Asuka's going to connect the dots. Well, I guess she did kind of connect the dots between now and Now's feelings. Anyways, I will talk to you on the next one.